Hi everyone, David here. Welcome to another video. Now, a couple of weeks ago I went to Hull Record Fair and it was held at Hull Minster Church. It was free to get in and I went with my daughter. Now, as it says in the the tag title of this video, I believe I have found my CD, I definitely have found my CD pickup of the year. It is the best thing I've found out of everything. If I've been out hunting or charity shops or whatever, finding this has made my year. I just couldn't believe it. But I'm going to save that until the end. And I'm going to show you everything else that I picked up first. And yeah, I think it's amazing. It's unique in what it is. Okay, so please stay around to the end and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. But before I want to get into any more details about the record fair, I just want to give a shout out to Tiger's t-shirts over on eBay. That's where I got this Blur Modern Life is Rubbish t-shirt from. Now, it's okay. It feels nice. If I'm being honest, I wish I'd got the large. The medium feels a little bit snug and I feel it's going to shrink in the wash. But yeah, right now, if I don't wash it, it's probably going to be all right. If you head over to Tiger's t-shirts on eBay, they've got other indie bands t-shirt designs on there, from Elastica to the Pixies to The Wedding Present. You know, some of your favourite bands are on there. Definitely go check them out. Some unique designs that are not found anywhere else. So yeah. I went to Hull Minster Church, went to the record fair, and it's not the biggest record fair I've been to this year, and there was, I think, 10 sellers inside. 4 of them 10 sellers were selling CDs, and 2 out of that 4 were selling CDs at 4 for £10. So I had a good look around. I had a look around all the records. I wanted to look at like 7-inch singles. I went through all the CDs. I had a look to see if there's any bargains anywhere before I went back to the CDs that I'd sort of bundled together in the corner of a tray or something, hoping no one else had bought them and they'd still be there after I'd done my digging, if you know what I mean. Because I don't like to buy things straight away when I find it. I like to put them to one side in case I might find the same exact CD 2 stalls down. It might be cheaper. So I don't like to rush in and buy the first thing I find. I'm always going to go for the cheaper option depending on the quality and if it's in better condition. So yeah, and I'm always thinking, well, no one's really going to be buying the CDs that I'm buying. It's hit or miss if they are or not, but more often than not, they're not. So yeah. I'm going to start off with the first one I went to, and this gentleman I actually knew from the Grimsby Record Fair. So didn't need to introduce myself or anything. We had a little bit of a chat, and I found 4 CDs in his tray. And to be fair to him, he took more CDs to the Hull one than he did the Grimsby one. So there was more for me to look through. And I'm going to show you the first one I picked up off him was from 1990, the self-titled album by The House of Love. Now, this one is very popular in indie circles. It's got the famous, I want to say, butterfly on the get my words out, David, brickwork picture there. It's very unique. I like it. Now, this album, like I've already said, came out in 1990, and it's known for the big songs Shine On and I Don't Know Why I Love You. Now, I've listened to it a couple of times since buying it, and yeah, it's got a unique sound, and I respect that. Lots of people find it very popular. For me, I just found it a bit mid. I was expecting more, if that's what I should say. I was expecting more. I knew the single Shine On. I've got it about 6 times on different compilations behind me, so that's the sound I was used to, the big sort of song. And I Don't Know Why I Love You, I've heard that a couple of times, and they're sort of the big, like I said, the big songs, and I was expecting more of the rest of the album, and I suppose I didn't get it. I didn't get more. So for me, it's a bit mid, but it's unique in its sound, and it's not much really else I've got to say about it. I was expecting more, but it's a good album, and you know what, it's good to sit and listen to with a cup of tea and that, but it's not as big as I was expecting. I was expecting a big album. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's House of Love, 1990. Now the next one, probably going to ruffle a few feathers with my comments on this one. And this is also from 1990, and that is I'm sure it's 1990, it is the third album by the Happy Mondays, Pills, Thrills and Bellyaches. I'm going to be honest straight off the bat here. Never been a fan of Happy Mondays, ever. I respect who they are, I respect what they've done, and I respect their cultural influence in the late 80s, early 90s indie dance movement. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Respect them for that, fully for it. The music, it's just not for me. I mean, I can listen to the singles Kinky Afro and Step On, yeah. They're the things that are in my mind, but I've listened to this at least 6 times and it's just not my cup of tea. There were better bands out there at the time doing it better. Charlatans, In Spiral, Carpets, just to name a couple. Okay, for me, Happy Mondays. I've always been looking out for them, and I'm happy to have it in the collection. But it's one that I needed to add in because it's such a big name from that scene, the Hacienda and all that. But nah, I don't like them. Don't like them at all. I've not rushed out to get them or anything, and to be honest, I picked this up purely probably because of the name, and it is still classed as it's loved up and down the country. It's classed as a killer, no filler album, but for me, it's not. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of moan when it comes to these past two, but I just don't like it. I just don't like it. So yeah, that's 2 actually that are filling out the early 90s section of my collection. That's 2 from 1990. The next one is, this for me is a pound for pound better album. Absolutely banging. And that is 1994's Primal Scream, Give Out But Don't Give Up. This album, for me, yeah, I can't follow it. It's absolutely banging. 2 killer tracks in Jailbird and Rocks to kick it off. Absolutely amazing. The rest of the album, solid. Do you know what I mean? I prefer this over Screamadelica. I prefer this over Happy Mondays. It's amazing album. Absolutely love it. Couldn't be happier to get this. So yeah, and this and the next album, 2 bangers. Absolutely amazing. 1994 Creation Records. I've listened to this. I could happily pick this up and listen to it anytime. Absolutely great album. So yeah, I was happy to get that. Now the next album, like I said in my previous video, I've been listening to Manic Street Preachers a lot this year, and on the 4 for £10 deal I picked up their 7th album, Send Away the Tigers. Slowly chipping away at that Manic's back catalogue. I'm probably going to take me ages now, but past 2 videos I've shown another one that I've got. So yeah, loving the Manics at the minute as much as I am Oasis and that. Yeah, the biggest hit on here, Your Love Alone Is Not Enough, is probably the one that most people remember. But for me, it's still a solid album, front to back. I really enjoyed it more than the previous album, Manic's album, and I'm really happy to get that. Really happy. So yeah, that's going to be ripped and will be on my tablet for work. I'll be listening to that a lot. 2007 this came out. The Manics seem to up and down in terms of their record output. I'm feeling they have some a really good album, then it sort of dips again, then the next one's up again. And this for me, from the last one sort of dipped. This one is back up there with the Manics albums. Really liked that. So yeah, that's Manic Street Preachers. So that's the 4 I got for £10. Now the last 2 I got were from a different seller, and both of them I've got for £1.25. Got them for £1.25. So the first one I'm going to show you is the one I got for £1. and that is 1989's Velveteen by Transvision Vamp. I've really liked this album. Some proper rocking, guitar banging songs by Transvision Vamp, the band, and yeah, Baby I Don't Care is their biggest hit off this album, and I'm happy to put this in my collection. It's a UK band, guitar driven, absolutely amazing, and the whole album is just full. It's a rock album from start to finish. I really like it, and I was listening to this, and you know what? When I put on Baby I Don't Care, it reminded me of the song Baby Come On by mid-90s Britpop band Space Maid. I feel if a DJ was to put on Baby I Don't Care and Baby Come On back to back, it didn't matter which order, they would gel and blend so nicely together. But yeah, I really liked this album, like I've already said. Guitar driven, guitar rock pop from the late 80s, late 80s. Really happy with that. I enjoyed that album a lot. So, my next one. This is what I feel is my CD pickup of the year. And I'm sorry I'm sounding like a broken record, but if you have followed me for any length of time, whether it be on Instagram or YouTube, you will know I have a soft spot and I'm actively collecting Britpop and 90s indie compilations. So what I was doing was I was going through the settler. Had like a tray, and you know them cardboard sleeves with CDs in that you would get in like the Sunday paper, Sunday magazines and newspapers and things like that. There was literally a tray full of them, and I was flicking through and I found this, and this I'm going to show you it now. And what I found is this. Okay, and now what this is, despite what it says, Donkey Kong Country, Go Ape, it's called Go Ape, right? And when I first picked it up, I instantly thought of a Nintendo game collector that I watch on YouTube, because on YouTube I like to watch other collectors of physical media, whether that be CDs, records, retro games, DVDs, okay, toys. Yeah, I like to watch things like that. People collecting old stuff, okay. It made me think of a gentleman calls himself Retro Ghetto on YouTube. He has a massive soft spot for Nintendo cardboard. So when I found this in that tray and it's got Nintendo on the bottom, I instantly thought of him, alright? And I was looking at it, and then I saw the small print here under Go Ape. And I saw the writing Primal Scream, Oasis, Saint Etienne, Radiohead. And I was like, whoa, hold on. What is this? So I turned it round and I couldn't believe what I was holding in my hand. This is a compilation CD, okay, from 1994. If I want to be exact, I've done my research before this video. It was apparently released on 25th of November 1994. And this was included in limited edition game packages for the game Donkey Kong Country, and also given away during promotional events in the run-up to the release of the game. So this was released before the game, and it is an official licensed thing from Nintendo, officially licensed, but it has no music from the game on it. There's no music from the game on it. Instead, and this is the official description I've got on it, it has songs by popular artists at the time of release. So that's popular artists in 1994. So yeah, this is a very unique compilation from 1994. And I'm going to run through, it's only got 8 songs on it. It's got Primal Scream Rocks, Oasis Digs His Dinner, Saint Etienne Hug My Soul, Radiohead Creep, Terrorvision Oblivion, The Boo Radley's Leaves and Sand, Pop Will Eat Itself, Everything's Cool, and Rag Birdman. Okay, so right there for 1994 you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Six big bands I feel for 1994. The two that are not that big in 1994 for me are Terrorvision and Popularly itself. I think Terrorvision get more popular as the 90s go on. They were still just getting us growing their fan base, should I say, in 94. Whereas Popularly itself, I feel had already gone by 1994. Their time had passed, and it surprised me that they're included with this bunch of bands. And the others, massive songs with Rocks by Primal Scream and definitely Creep by Radiohead. Diggs' Dinner by Oasis. I suppose if you was to try and get the license for any song and that's all you could get, you'd bang an Oasis song on there, wouldn't you? Any other song I feel would have been better, but just to get Oasis on it, to promote it, you know, you'd bang any Oasis song on there you could get permission for, wouldn't you? So yeah, and you're probably waiting now to tell me how much I paid for it. So I paid 25 pence for this. I have looked on Discogs and it last sold for £25. I couldn't believe it. Do you know what I mean? And that was apparently in good condition. I feel mine is it's roundabout good condition. It's got scuff in here on the bottom corners, on the bottom and on the top. It's not in mint condition, it's in good condition, okay? And I'm going to get the disc out now, only very briefly though, because otherwise it's got no picture on it, it's just going to reflect into the camera. So I'm only going to just briefly there you go, okay. It's already ripped onto my computer, so that's going to be going away, probably in a plastic sleeve if I can get one that'll fit around it, and I'm hoping to have that on display. That's a very unique piece, and like I said, reminded me of a Nintendo cardboard collector instantly. But do you know what? This is probably the rarest compilation I have in my collection, and I'm going to take pride in that. And it's given me a bit of an itch to find more compilations from the 90s. Not compilations from the 90s, because I already have that. More, what I'm trying to say is more cardboard from the 90s for things like this. This is amazing. And I showed you the one that I got. I've got it out here next to me as well. The Holston Pills one from 1998 in the matte black. Okay. I'm actively going to be looking for a name. Actually, these have gone to the top of my list for better condition ones. I want better condition ones with both of these. But to have these now, this is another must. Like I said, this is my CD find of the year. I cannot believe it. Yeah, so happy with this, and I'm going to take pride in placing displaying that somewhere. I've got to stop touching it. So yeah, really happy with that. I couldn't be happier. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what was your favourite thing that I picked up from the whole record fair. I'd love to have a chat with you, let you know what my thoughts. Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a like, and I will see you next time.